Yes, us. Welcome to the Kefi Life podcast. My name is Kiki Vale, and I'll be your guide to creating a life of oregano, all is well. Together, we'll get back to the basics, and we'll explore fresh new ways to flourish in mind, body, and soul the Greek way. You can look forward to interviews, stories, essential self-care strategies, recipes, and actionable takeaway oregano moments. This is going to be so much fun. Let's get going. Πάμε! Our Lexi for today is Ήλιος or sunshine. The Ílios is a perfect companion to the health of humans and the health of plants. We human beings need the vitamin D from the sunshine to absorb calcium and keep our bones healthy. The Ílios is also essential to plants as they utilize it for the process of photosynthesis. This method helps the plant grow roots under stressful conditions and keeps their stems strong. Ήλιος or sun, just one more gift of Mother Nature. Thank you. Hi, it's Kiki Vale, the Queen of Olives. I'm supercharged right now. I'm going to share some very exciting news with you. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Kefi Life is offering you and yours the opportunity to get health in a bottle for $5. Yup, you heard me right. Our team has just launched the super blowout sale of our mini bottles of olive oil. That's right. Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil is making space for new design, and you're going to benefit from it. Mini bottles of extra virgin olive oil, high in polyphenols, antioxidants, and an elixir to reduce dementia and cancer, only $5 a bottle. These bottles are 250 milliliters inside. I call them minis. They're $5 each until supplies last. Two ways to get them. Cafe La Fortuna Coffee Shop at 46 North Village Place in Hinsdale, Illinois, or visit KefiLife.com. $5 super blowout sale for Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil bottles in the mini size or until supplies last. No minimum, no maximum. It's olive oil for all of you. Sending you kisses. Vilaya. Yes, us, you, my friend, are listening to the Kefi Life podcast. This is episode 192. Yay! I'm always happy when you stop by. Thank you so much for that. If you tuned in last week, and I sure hope you did, whether you're a loyal listener or somebody new to the podcast, you may remember, or you will find out if you go back and listen, that I shared the beauty of ancient gardens and what they represented years ago and today. Do you remember? A sense of harmony and balance. Now, who wouldn't like that? This week, we will continue down the path of gardens with a spotlight on a native Greek's reason for a garden, what's in his garden, and why does George think a garden is good for families, especially grandchildren. But first, if you do like my content, you find it inspiring, uplifting, and educational, please be sure to follow me on Instagram, KefiLife_. You can locate me on TikTok at Kefi Life, and of course, great motivation at LinkedIn, Kiki Vale. George, a good old Greek, came to America from the Peloponnese region of Greece decades ago. You can imagine that this is such a transition going from Europe to America, especially a small village where George was born and raised, and coming to the American way of life and trying to assimilate. Something that he brought with him and that he has maintained was his love of growing vegetables, planting a garden, tending to it, and relaxing in his garden at all times. He told me, George did, that he loves being in the sun, and he feels better after feeling the warmth of its rays once he walks around his garden and sees all the growth. Science shows that spending time outdoors in the sunshine while gardening helps the body to produce something very important called vitamin D, and that is linked to overall health and living longer. For George, a garden gives him purpose and a gift to his loved ones. Something you'll always find in George's garden is tomatoes. George, it's great to be with you today. I like talking about tomatoes. I had another Greek person on my podcast that is a dietitian, and I asked her name is Elena Paravantis, and I said, Elena, what are the most popular foods in Greece? And she said the two are tomatoes and olive oil. And so when we talk about tomatoes, I want you to give us your secrets and your tips to grow a delicious tomato, because you had said something to me about moving them around. And let's talk about the watering, the placement, all that.
Yeah.
What do you tell us today for that?
Okay, the tomatoes, you plant it on one side 1 year. Next year, you move it on different side. And we have the tomatoes, you put maybe cucumbers, maybe you put a celery or green beans. If when you move around, it's better. Everybody remember the whole country, you never plant on the same thing. The corn one year here, the wheat on the other side. Next year, they twist. One on this side, one on the other side again. And I think it was the secret. And when the weather is nice, we have good crowds for every year, you pick up, and you keep it for all year round.
So you move so the plants or the vegetables that you plant one year will be in one row, and then you rotate them to another row the following year.
Yeah.
So like the tomato may be in one spot this year, and next year it's going to move over to another spot.
To another spot, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it matter if the certain vegetables are next to each other? Like can corn be next to tomatoes?
Not really. No. You can plant like that,
What about the watering? How much do we water our plants?
Water in Greece that time was not much water all the time, but here in America the weather is it's different. You have to water the tomatoes maybe every 2 or 3 days. Like it depends if the shape of the trees. You put them move a little bit because you gotta have a sun too, and it should be like 3 days. But cucumbers you can water every day. It's okay. Or the corn, the same thing. They like the water. They grow faster,
What's in your garden here in America? Like what do you have? Or what do you, wait, first of all, when are you going to start your garden this year?
I already started in my garage. I put some tomato seeds and they up now maybe 2-3 inches high.
In a pot?
On a pot, yes. And I'm going to wait to first week of May, take them out in the yard and put them there. And I put a little bit fertilizer, organic, and same thing, tomatoes organic too, and the cucumbers organic. And in my yard, for almost 25 years, I got a spot for oregano and mint and parsley, and that's coming every year. It's not died.
So it comes up by itself. You don't replant it.
There's a small pot, yeah. And I pick up the oregano maybe two times a year, and smash like that.
Yeah, you take the oregano and then you rub it in your hands and
come down, and you have oregano for all year. I didn't buy it, and smell very good. It tastes good. When you put on a Greek salads, oregano, tomatoes, and a little bit of onions, it tastes very good.
So with the oregano, George, I grew oregano in my garden and they come up like little flowers, like little green leaves.
Yeah, you have to cut them before the flowers come in. So the leaf is there. They give you more,
So when do you cut the oregano out of your garden?
Cut them when or?
What does it look like when you cut it?
Before the flowers. When the flowers come in, before they open flowers, I cut them and you have to dry on the sun maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then after that, you smash with your hands.
So that's the secret.
Yes.
So I want to repeat that. So what you do is you take the oregano before the flowers grow, you cut it.
Yes.
You lay it in the sun to dry separately.
Yes. And after you take them by hands.
Rub it out.
Rub it over there and come small things.
Little flakes.
And you put them maybe on a surotiri, how you call it?
A little pot.
Little pot. And with the holes down.
Yeah.
You go like that. And oregano is coming down.
Oh.
And you keep it for all year round. And it tastes very, very good.
So do you have, because I have so much oregano, do you freeze it or how do you keep all
you don't have to freeze it. You just keep them on a jar.
In a jar?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
In a jar.
And oregano or origani is so healthy for you. Like it's really good for you.
Oregano and tomatoes good. We eat tomatoes almost every day.
And your wife is a very good cook.
She's good, yes.
I love her cooking. I love her cooking. So does she go out and pick the tomatoes or do you? So if you're going to cook?
Most time I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got some pictures for tomatoes maybe.
Oh, yeah. I want to see them and then we'll share those too. And I want to find out because George, when you're in the garden, I feel like you're very relaxed and enjoying yourself. Is that true? Do you?
If it is the truth, yes. I've gone the list 10, 15 times a day. I'm going around and just walk around and look at to grow every day, 10, 15 times. It's making me feel good, like I don't want nothing else.
You talk a lot about green beans. Do you plant green beans in your garden?
Yes, I plant around 50, maybe more. And when they're ready, I pick them up, cook them a little bit, just a little bit, and put them on a plastic bag and keep them in the freezer and have maybe 30 or 40 times to cook.
So when the green beans are ready in your garden, they've turned green.
Yes.
You pick them and you cook them.
Cook them a little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Halfway cook.
On the saute or in the oven?
On the water, in the pot.
In the pot. Okay, so you boil them.
And the boiler, yes.
Just a little bit, like 5 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah. And then take them out with no water. And you put them in a plastic bag, seal the bag, and keep them in the freezer. And every time you want to cook green beans, you open the freezer and cook it. You don't have to go to the store to buy.
So, George, why do you cook them before you put them in the freezer?
Well, it's the secret I remember from my mother who was telling me that, and I have it in my head and it's working. So that's what I know.
Yeah, Mama knows best.
Mama's the best. That's
Mama.
right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So if you look at your life and you think of the garden, like it's something you did in Greece that helped you, it fed you and your family, and now you do it here in America. What have you learned about gardening or being in the yard or having a little farm that helps your life?
It helped your life. And the thing is that the grandkids, they like it very much. When they come to the house, Papu, we have some green beans today, and say yes. And they're very happy. And they eat, finish the plate like they want more.
Oh, that's fantastic. When your grandchildren come over, do they ever help you in the garden water or just pick?
They like to water, but I don't let them go inside. Just help a little bit, hold the whole together. I don't want to do any damage to the tomatoes. Or I don't want the kids play with the ball because when the balls go inside, they do damage when they kick the ball.
You got to protect the tomatoes.
Protect the tomatoes, yes.
But George, that's a good lesson.
Yes.
Is to show your grandchildren how you're working outside.
Yes, I show them. Even now, when like my tomatoes now in the garage, I show them to see, look how the seeds go there, the baby's there, and how the tomatoes going to grow and farm after that,
So that's a form of education. And I noticed that you talk a lot about the garage. So you really use your garage to grow your food before they go outside.
Yeah, you do that because the garage got a heat. And, if you're freezing, if you open the door and then very cold outside, the thing's going to froze,
Yeah.
But now it's helped,
Mm-hmm. So do you have any secrets or things you want to share with us about gardening that they can help us grow a beautiful garden this year?
I mean, everybody can do it if they want to. It's going to be happy if you do it. Like it make your life is better. When you go outside, you forget. Say if you met with your wife or your friends, you forget. Keep doing that, and everything's okay.
It is a distraction. It's a distraction.
And when the kids come in, the grandkids, take them out there and help to pick up the tomatoes and green beans. Just maybe someday they do it too when they grow up.
Yes, George, I couldn't agree more. And I do appreciate that you took time today to share your beautiful garden experience with all of us here at Kefi Life. Friends, incidentally, George is onto something. Green beans are the easiest plants for children to grow. They sprout fast and they're lots of fun to pick. It's got me thinking, when I have grandchildren one day, I will ask them to grow a garden with me. Our garden will certainly include green beans, and I hope that we'll get creative with the design, making it just ours. Claude Monet said it perfectly. My garden is my most beautiful masterpiece. What a unique way to seek mind, body, and spirit growth while uniting one generation to the next. Yummiest! Today I'd like to personally invite you to sign up for my Tuesday newsletter. Why? Because here I will directly communicate with you, sharing additional wellness content and promotions that our team has created for you in mind. I promise not to overload you, only further inspire you. Visit KefiLife.com today, sign up for the Tuesday newsletter, bringing you one step closer to Ola Kala, all is well.
Kiki Vale is the founder of Kefi Life. She is passionate about whole person wellness and living a fulfilled life. Her Kefi Life podcast is created to simply and naturally help you harmonize the mind, body, and soul the Greek way. Visit KefiLife.com and check out Kiki Vale on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Join us again next time for more positive energy and inspiration on Kefi Life.